Is this the end of an era? Is this the last we see of Unique? And will Rock now have to step back into the game because we now have one of the most menacing characters in the Power universe making a mess in this universe? That's right. The most interesting part of this episode was the fight between Ronnie and the world, right? Especially the fight between Ronnie and Unique. Now, we know what Ronnie's been doing, and Ronnie has been absolutely spitting on Unique's name and really trying to terrorize. Now, when they got into this fight, Unique was the winner of this fight. Fair and square, right? They squared up, and Unique did his thing. But Ronnie, with his weak ass, picked up that pipe and went to town on Unique, knowing that he lost the fight, fair and square. And now we see Unique bloodied up on the ground, knocked out. Now, is he gone? Is he dead? That's the big question, because, again, this was a beatdown. And as we see Ronnie dumping the body where other bodies are, he's holding on to Unique's chain for whatever reason, his little memory. We see other bodies in this place. Again, Ronnie being calculated and consistent, he is dumping bodies where he usually dumps bodies. The question is Unique really gone? Or is he badly bruised and beat up? So let's go back to the beginning. Ronnie steals a car, tries to get work, whatever. He's trying his best. And Unique takes him to the Chinese restaurant, explains to him what's going on, how it's working, how it's the beginning of getting to work there, and how all we got to do is let people know, hey, we over here, so they can come and get their product. Ronnie doesn't like the situation. He doesn't like, working with the Chinese folks in the restaurant. And he basically spits in Unique's face as far as this operation. He's not with it. He doesn't want any part of it. And Unique is really questioning, like, yo, man, you asked me for work. I'm giving you work. He was trying to give him the restaurant to work out of. And your boy, Ronnie, continues to really talk about Rock and him being under Rock's legs and everything else like that. And Unique has to check him. Now, again, this is the beginning of this real brawl that's about to take place. Now, Ronnie is going from place to place now, popping up on people. We see Kanan is back on the block after Famous got bagged up by the cops. And he's explaining to these guys, listen, if you get caught, whatever, throw the work away, get away from the cops. And Ronnie rolls up on Kanan. Now, again, this was an interesting conversation because he's asking, do you work for Unique? We already know he doesn't. He told him that he doesn't. But Ronnie is so old school, set in his ways back in the 80s, that he thinks that Kanan is selling H. And he's not. And he's like, what? I'm not selling anything like that. Like Kanan's out there selling little weed, right? Doing his little thing. But Ronnie, he has no other reference point and doesn't understand that Kanan is on a smaller level right now. He thinks that everybody on the block is selling H. So we see that Ronnie definitely has been set in his ways. He's thinking people are still on that old stuff when we are now on to the week. He even rolls up on Juliana, right? Just pops up, no greeting, no, hey, how you doing? And, she's like, listen, man, I don't want to have anything to do with you. He's like, I'm not Unique and all of this and that. And she is insinuating to him, hey, listen, you take out Unique, then maybe we could do business, because she still has hard feelings about Unique kidnapping her to get Rock's money. But Ronnie is telling her, listen, Unique's not going anywhere. My brother's not going anywhere. So that tells us that he had no intention to do anything to his brother. He just wants to get separate work away from Unique to do his own thing. But Juliana's like, listen, man, you do what you need to do, and then maybe we could talk. So she did plant something in Ronnie's head. Now let's go to Dean's funeral, right? We all can't believe that Dean is gone. But yes, we got grandma there and people are coming by, giving her money and condolences and everything, including Rock, right? She's coming to pay her respects, give money to the grandma, said that he was a good man and everything else like that. You know, everybody's showing respect to Dean because they did work with Dean. And guess who walks in the door and Rock notices from across the room? Unique, her undercover lover, walks in. And they're gazing into each other's eyes like, oh, okay, you showing up too? Like, what's going on? So they go outside to have a conversation. Of course, Unique is on some like, yeah, you looking good and all of this and that. Trying to flirt at a funeral, bruh, chill. And she's like, listen, you know, walls have ears. Like, you shouldn't be talking to me like that. So he briefly tells her that, yeah, Ronnie is out there tripping. He's on the block. He's making a mess, and he's warning her. Even though she's out of the game, he's still telling her, like, yo, he's going crazy. He's bugging out right now. You know, so whatever's going on with Kanan, I'm sure that's coming up. Now, Ronnie, he pops up back at Pernessa's house. Now, again, she's like, what are you doing here? She's surprised to see him there. And this guy is feeding the fishes. And I thought it was only right that he's feeding the fishes because, yeah, he's about to basically bury this whole relationship between Pernessa and Unique by telling her that Unique was messing with Rock. Again, the biggest hater move that any hater could do, and then walks out the door. She wants answers. She's like, what did you say to me? Yeah, this is the beginning of the end. And therefore, when Unique does come home, she gives him this little sandwich, a little water like she usually does. But this is where the confrontation starts. It all started from your boy, Ronnie, the hater, planting that negative seed in Pernessa's mind. Now, it is the truth, but it's none of his business to tell that to Pernessa, trying to sabotage a relationship. Of course, she is now questioning what's going on. Are you messing with Rock? Specifically saying her name. And all he could say is, listen, I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care of our son. That's all you need to worry about. Of course, she's upset about it because, you know, she's sacrificing her time, you know, polishing his jewelry, you know, feeding him, washing his clothes and the whole nine. And he is pissed off at Ronnie, right? Who else could tell Pernessa that, yeah, he was messing with Rock? Now, he's not messing with her anymore. But of course, in the old school fashion, what does he do? Instead of talking about it, he walks out of the door. And she throws whatever at Unique. She is super mad, and she has every right to be mad at Unique, but it's all Ronnie's fault. Now let's switch gears and go to Rock, right? She now has to clean up vandalism going on at her new spot, right? Somebody broke the glass, and she's assuming that it was the cops. Marv rolls up on some like, yo, who did this? And yeah, she's like, yeah, it was the cops. But Marv is on another level to say, hey, listen, him and Lou are doing something at this cafe, at this bar, and wants her to come support the open mic. She really don't care about none of that. She's like, listen, I got bigger things to do. She basically is like, yo, F Lou, right? So Lou's like F Rock. She's like F Lou. Now back on the block, we see the first time where Kanan is back, right? And he finds out from the crew that Famous got bagged, right? Got bagged by the cops. And they like, dang, they didn't even want to tell him. So now let's go to the precinct and see exactly what went down with Famous. And I got to say, for the couple of minutes that we do see Famous up in there, he was holding it down. I thought that he was going to fold easy because, you know, again, we've seen him in weaker moments. But when it came down to the cops, yeah, it looks like he might have to say something because now they're pinning the murder of Freddie on him and say that he was at the scene. He's like, I wasn't at the scene of anything, right? And then they cut the conversation. That doesn't mean that he didn't say anything or he didn't snitch. So we're going to find out as they cut this conversation short. We're going to spin the block on that probably in the next episode. So here we are. Yeah, the counselor's now coming to see Kanan to make sure he's in the right environment and everything. But Kanan's back on the block. Of course, Rock doesn't know where he is. Again, if things don't go right, she could be locked up for not taking care of Kanan. Let's shoot over to the new group, Butter. And they are practicing, they're getting it in. And it's kind of looking good, but not really. So what's happening here is that they're practicing, but it looks like Aisha is not getting the steps down. Crystal's getting pissed off. And yeah, she's whining and all of this and that. And yeah, the manager, you know, she ain't having it. She like, yo, you better get it together. And Crystal, on her little selfish level, she's just like, yeah, you can't be getting in my way. I'm the lead singer. So yeah, they really coming down on Aisha, and Aisha's like, I'm gonna get it down, I'm gonna get it down. She's having fun. So yeah, she's getting a tongue lashing from, the baby Pebbles, and she's really upset. And of course, Juke goes over to her and says, hey, you know what? I'm willing to help you out. Don't feel down. And Aisha was like, yo, I thought you was hating like Crystal. But nah, Juke got a little affinity for her, right? So we kind of seeing this whole development of their relationship. We're going to see what happens next as far as Juke and Aisha. Will they be an item? We don't know yet. Now we see Kanan. He's at Famous' spot, taking phone calls, still taking orders. And here comes Famous back in the crib. Now here's the thing. How the heck did he get away from the precinct, right? They don't just easily let him out. And he's telling Kanan, hey, listen, man, when Javon got locked up, you went and got him out, but you didn't come get me. And he's like, yo, we'll see you here, right? And this is making Kanan question everything, right? Everything about Famous. He knew he was going to mess up the business. He knows that he's not built for this. But the question really is, what did Famous say to get him out so easy? And how did he get back home? And yeah, your boy Kanan's like, you're not going to mess up my business, man. And he walks out. He really was on some selfish tip. But yes, we got a question. How did Famous get out? So here we go. Lou has this idea for open mic at Cafe Vu. And he goes to the old DJ. Remember that old DJ to try to play him? But yeah, he definitely played the DJ. Yeah, now it looks like the DJ got a job at some other place, not as extravagant as the other radio station. But he's still on the radio, and he says, yeah, man, promote this real quick before, I take out the strap and do what he got to do. So we see that Lou is back on his music tip, and he's feeling good about it. So I guess Juke and Aisha did a couple steps, rubbed a couple of knees, and we see that Marva's there to pick up Juke. Now, again, he's looking on. She gives Juke a hug, and Juke is surprised, right? And your boy Marv, he's making these expressions like, yo, what's going on over there? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it looks like they're having a good conversation. She's just letting her know there's an open mic. She should come through. And it looks like Juke is kind of, doing her little 1-2 with Aisha. And Aisha's kind of feeling that. She did ask if, she has a girlfriend or whatever the case is, right? So Juke gets in the car. And Marv's like, yo, what happened to your friend? I could take her. We got plenty of room. She's a little cutie and all of this and that. And Juke is like, yo, it's not like that. So it's good to see Marv really kind of accepting the fact that, Juke likes, what she likes. And, he's kind of joking about it, but letting her know, like, he is accepting of who she truly is. Now, let's get down to Demo, man. Again, we believe Demo is solid, right? He's a solid dude. And he was solid in this interview with the cops, right, with the feds, and he's questioning Rock, right? He's asking, what about Rock Thomas? And he's really going along with the Camacho story, but Tanner is really asking about Rock, and he's like, what does Rock have to do with it, right? And he's like, oh, Rock is her name. Rock is the nickname, right? So now that's kind of putting Rock back into play where now Tanner is going to spin the block on Rock. They forgot about her, but he's like, nah, we need to go back and question her again and bring her back in for questioning. So here we are, another proud moment. Lou is cutting back on the drinking completely. He knows that he needs to have a sober mind in order for things to work out because he really does want things to work out. Shirley is proud of him. They're going to get this thing going, this open mic. Let's see what happens. So as Rock is getting ready to go to the open mic to support Lou, after she said no, Tanner and his crew, the FBI, come to the door. Say, hey, we need to question you, right? They don't waste any time. Rolled up to the spot like, listen, we need to bring you in for questioning. Now is the time. And she's like, I need to see my family. And he's like, yeah, now's the best time to do it. You might as well get this out of the way. So, of course, she's like, listen, I'm going to get my lawyer on this because he's like, I don't have a warrant, so I can't arrest you. So here we are. Open mic. It's going down. People are up there rapping, singing, doing all of that. And, we got Famous, we got Juke, and we got Aisha. Looking like they're having a good time. And Famous seems to be a little impressed by it. Is Famous going to get back into the music fully? We're going to see. But Juke sees Kanan, calls him over, and we see the intensity and the stress level of Kanan and Famous, right? I mean, Famous is like, oh, Kanan coming over. Let me get up out of here, right? So he gets up out of there and they walk past each other's like strangers in the night, right? So we see this little friction going on. But at the same time, your boy Kanan is there with Aisha. And he's looking at Aisha like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, Aisha, she's just like that open, person to whatever, right? So, Kanan pulls Juke to the side like, yo, that's you? And she's like, nah, she's a good girl. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess her up, da-da-da-da. So basically, she like, nah, I'm not messing with her. But, if you want to talk to her, go ahead and talk to her. But at least Kanan was considerate enough to ask, like, is that you? And she's like, nah, that's not me, but she cool people. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't mess her over. So Kanan go and do what he do, and hopefully he doesn't mess her over. And he goes back, sits down to try to chop it up with Aisha. And of course, she's open to that conversation. But it looks like Juke really didn't want to give that up because she does have feelings for her. Hey, yo, shout out to your boy, the real DNA, man. What's good? We see you, dog. We see you up there doing the beatbox, rapping in the whole nine, son. Open mic is going down. We see Marv coming through. He's feeling the vibe and everything. And yeah, your boy DNA is in the building. What's good, dog? Looking forward to the recap, dog. Salute. So Marv rolls up on Lou and says, hey, you know what? Rock may be coming by. And Lou's like, man, don't bring her by, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Rock, man. F Rock, yo, forget all of that. We doing well. So yeah, we going down, man. The open mic is happening, fam. So now here we are with Rock, her lawyer, and Agent Tanner. And again, as I predicted, they was going to spin the block on Rock, bring out these records of her having her name on Bulletproof Records. So he's asking what's the association and everything else like that. And she says, hey, I'm a silent partner. I saw an opportunity to invest, so I made an investment. That's it. I'm not involved with the record label. I just invested the money to get some money back and all of this and that, right? So, of course, Agent Tanner, he's fishing for anything at this point. And the lawyer's like, listen, if you want, like investment strategies, I think we're done here, right? So he don't have nothing, right? So here we are with Famous, and Famous goes up on stage. All right. Now, again, it's not the best rap, but is it a little better than the first song that he did? Yeah, he went up there, did his thing, and Lou was feeling it. Juke is feeling it. Aisha's feeling it. And it looks like the crowd is really feeling what your boy Famous is doing. You know what I'm saying? Lou keeps looking on, listening, and everything else like that, seeing the crowd reaction. He's doing the call and answer. The crowd is feeling it. They're going back and forth, Kanan just sitting there all mean mugging or whatever. But it looks like Juke is feeling it as well, right? So yeah, they having a good time. And Marv and Shirley, hey, cheers to you. So is Famous back on the scene with the rap? Is it going down? We shall see. But your boy is snapping his fingers. That's what they used to do back in the jazz clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like a little round of applause. So here we are. Your girl Rock is waiting on the word from the lawyer. The lawyer's talking to Tanner like, yo, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You really don't got nothing on Rock. Like, leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you're fishing. You ain't finding nothing. And Rock is just standing there all patient. So the lawyer comes back and he says, you know what? There's nothing to worry about. The feds are not going to be on her. Now, do we believe that the feds are not still going to be on Rock? Nah, we don't believe that. They're going to stay on top of her until they find something. But as of right now, she's in the clear. She's in the clear. She made an investment in the label, but is going to come back. Do I believe that your boy is gone, right? Unique is gone? No, I don't believe he's gone. And is Ronnie and Juliana going to hook up to do business? We shall see. Look out for my What's Next video because we will break down Vanessa pulling the strap out on Rock and what's going to happen with that. Is she out of here? We shall see. But look out for the live discussion. We're going to pop it off before the new year. And this is the episode 5 breakdown, family. Definitely let me know if there was anything I forgot. Let me know if there's anything else that I didn't break down. And absolutely drop your predictions for the next episode, fam. This one definitely was one of those shifts in the story that we definitely need to look out for. All right, family? Listen, if you found me for the first time, do me a favor. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And family, if you're loving Raising Kanan, make sure you hit that like button and comment below. Family, we're going to keep this thing going, family. Look out for that live discussion that we're going to have. Yeah, absolutely. It's going down, fam. Raising Kanan definitely stepping up their game season 3, fam. Listen, if you like this video, love this video, appreciate this video, definitely check out the next ones right here. And until next time, salute.